Get started. I'm going to ask Colin to please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand. Okay, yeah, I'd like to welcome everybody tonight. Just a couple things. These meetings are televised live. When you come up to the podium, please let us know your name and the business you represent, and you can lay your plans out on the table next to the podium. So before we get started, just a little business for our board tonight. Hopefully everybody's had a chance to look over the minutes of last meeting. Can we ask for an approval?
Move to approve.
Okay.
I second.
Okay.
I second.
All right. So Tim and Jane?
Aye.
Okay. All right, great. And we'll get on with tonight's agenda. The first application being DRB 2025-41, the application of Starbucks at 311 East Lancaster Avenue for art mural on an exterior wall. Good evening.
Hi, good evening. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. Hi, my name is Andrea Solomon, Claire Harrison, Harvey Brandsburg, here on behalf of Starbucks. With me tonight is our Ermias Derajay, the project manager. We're here tonight seeking your approval for this mural. It's 10 feet 7 inches by 17 inches on the exterior. We were here before you in April, at which time you approved the facade renovations, signage, lighting, the awning, and the furniture. Now we're here with this beautiful mural that will also bleed into the interior of the space and really liven up the outdoor seating. The artist is Ken Nguyen. He's a local artist from Philadelphia, and we're happy to answer any questions that you may have about it.
What's the inspiration behind it?
It is a coffee plant and some tropical plants.
Is this the first location that you're doing this?
It is, I'll ask Ermias to come up. My understanding is it is one of the first locations that Starbucks is doing local murals. They're all different, but do you want to come up?
Hello, yes, this is going to be a unique mural only at Wayne by that artist that we've retained for this project. Yeah. Okay.
Good. And there's no advertising associated with this mural?
No advertising.
Okay.
It's acrylic paint. It'll have a sealant on it to protect the artwork and prevent fading as much as possible.
Sure.
It's hand painted.
It's hand painted, yeah. The artist will come in and the install will take about 2 weeks.
I suggest you use exterior paint. From work I've done.
Noted.
Okay.
You said it's going to be sealed then too as well, right?
Yes, it will have a protective sealant.
Okay.
All right, great.
We've already approved the lighting.
Yeah, everything
Yeah.
has been approved aside from this. Any other questions or comments from the board? Looks nice. Tim, you're good with it?
Yep.
Colin?
One question, is the surround, is that all just black?
The
Kind of like around the plants?
I think that's just because of the rendering, but it's like a darker brown color, yeah.
Okay.
No, it looks good. Any questions for the board? You're good? Questions for the board?
We don't have a...
Somebody like to make a motion for approval?
In the matter of DRB 2025-41, I move to approve the application for the painting of a mural on the exterior wall.
Okay, do we have a second?
I second. Okay, we'll go second.
All right. Okay.
Great, thank you
All right.
very much.
Nice to
Have a
meet
good
you.
evening. You
Thank
as
you
well.
very much. Should have said all in favor.
Put the
Aye.
Latin names of the
Okay.
plants on. All right. 610.
Next is DRB 2025-42, the application of Villanova at 800 East Lancaster Avenue to install 7 new light fixtures in a new parking lot. Good evening.
Hi there. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Let me just, we have the images on slides.
Okay. It was just last month you were here, right?
Right, and here
Yeah,
we are, back
okay.
again.
You gotta
So-
pay someone to get higher on the agenda.
This is, you know, we're great. Number 2 is good. I'm Hallie Ammons, Assistant Director of Government and Community Relations at Villanova University. We are here before you tonight for parking lot lighting at our Dundale parking lot on West Campus and Cabrini campus signage interior signs. I'm just here to introduce, but my colleagues from facilities are going to take over to go through the details and specifics of the plan. So the first item, I believe, is the Dundale parking lot lighting plan. This is just to orient us to where Dundale parking lot is. You can see there's a circle up in the upper left-hand corner of the map there. That's part of our West Campus, and it's just behind, for lack of a better word, 1 Wistar Road, which is Gallagher Hall. And this is an aerial view of the site. This is the area that the lot will be in.
That's where I thought you were going to put it.
Yeah.
We didn't get that. We didn't get it.
That's just to orient the board to where we are, and I believe the site plan is in your materials. And then I'll defer to Karen McManuels, the project manager.
Great, thank you.
So this is the site plan on West Campus. So the lighting, the plan right now is showing the lighting layout and the isolux lines that it projects. It's our standard Viper fixture that we've been putting in our parking lots. Other places, 2 summers ago, we did Aldwin Lane 1 and 2. And this is... So this is a cut of the fixture. It's kind of a more modern shoebox fixture. They're 16 feet tall, and they are dark sky compliant.
This site, is it well buffered from the residents behind it, by trees? It looks like it is.
It is. It's well buffered. And then along County Line Road, we're proposing a lot of landscaping along there. That's probably about 30 feet wide strip of the landscaping.
What type of landscaping? What kind of landscaping is it to give us?
So
something
it's
to tell
it's
the neighbors across the street there.
so it's a mixture. It's deciduous trees and evergreen trees and shrubs. It's a
So
mixture.
Evergreen, tall evergreen
Mm-hmm.
trees.
Yes.
Can you submit a planting, a chart of the plants that you propose to put into the planting to the
We didn't
Township?
submit it as part of this package. It had
Nobody
gone
will be
through
submitted.
zoning and grading. So right now, it's under construction.
Are you using the access road that I see there, or are you putting in a new access road? from
No,
Gallagher?
so right now, the access to the parking lot, I'll go back.
Is through those trees?
So the access to the parking lot is going to be off of the Dundale Road,
Oh,
which is right off here. So entrance to the parking lot is still coming through our gate off of 320, come in here, and this is known as Dundale here. It'll come in here, and this will be access here. There's no access off of County Line Road to the parking lot. It's all off interior road.
So you'll be taking out that clump of trees to get to the parking lot that looks like
No,
long
actually,
grass?
those trees stay. None of that gets removed. So the parking lot is primary over in this area here. So if you go here, this is where the big clump of trees are. So there's the roadway coming in to the parking lot, so it's more open. I think there's only 4 smaller trees that we're removing as part of this, no larger trees.
Have you heard anything from the properties on Wistar?
We have met with them, because we needed to go through zoning.
Yeah.
So we had met with them before zoning, and even after zoning, we had met with the neighbors. We had made some changes to the plan. The parking lot was started off with 52 cars, but after meeting with the neighbors and going through zoning, we dropped it down. I think it's 32 right now. So we did eliminate parking, made it smaller, going through that process.
And it looks like in terms of where the lighting is going to be focused, it's,
All focused on the parking lot itself.
yeah, you have like, what, 5 on the main section of the parking lot, not talking about the roadway down into it?
Right, yeah, there's a total of 7 fixtures. 1, 2, 3,
I guess it's 4 in that main
8,
section.
I'm sorry, 8 fixtures.
And it's for one with Star?
The parking lot is primarily for events, when Father hosts fundraising events and everything. It will be gated. It's not something that is going to be open to the student body or the staff.
So the maximum height on the lights are 25?
Right,
feet?
we're at 16.
Okay, it's 16, good.
Yep.
Okay. And I noticed too, you talked about glare device, just to cut down, I guess, some of the glare.
Yeah, they are dark sky compliant.
Okay.
So it is, all the lighting straight down.
Good. All right, any other comments?
No.
Guys good? Greg, you're good? Everybody's happy?
I'm good.
Okay. Colin, you want to take this one?
The matter of DRB 2025-42, Villanova University. Motion to approve 7 new parking lot lights at, don't have the address,
Here it is.
16, King of Prussia.
800 East, no, that's not right.
Yeah, that's 7 new light fixtures.
Okay, 800 East Lancaster Avenue. Motion to approve.
Okay.
Second.
Second, okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, great,
Thank you.
okay. I'm sorry, Tim second, okay. All right, great. All right, so next on the agenda is DRB 2025-43, the application at Cabrini Campus for Villanova at 610 King of Prussia Road for 20 new freestanding signs.
So we kind of
Hello
lost our
again.
picture here. Oh, there we go. Okay. So this is on the Cabrini campus, and we're looking to install our standard blue signs in front of each of the buildings. So there's 20 of them altogether. The map right now shows you where the blue squares are, the locations for the light, for the signage, I'm sorry. And this is our standard side. It's 4 feet tall. Right now, this is showing Villanova University, but each sign will have the building name on it. So there's just one detail shown. And then the remaining pans, so these are the blow-up areas of where the signs are going to be, what it looks like now, and showing the Dixon Center here. Right now, this is what it looks like, so we're looking to put this sign in front of there. So the signs are basically going in front of the main entrances. Grace Hall has an entrance on both sides, so there'll be one on each side of Grace. And the rest of the plans just show the other buildings, and I can go through each one if you'd like.
That's okay.
Thank you.
These are the same size and diameter of the signs on the Villanova campus.
Yeah, it's the same vendor that makes in standard, yeah.
Are many going to be lit?
I'm sorry?
Are many going to be lit?
No, none of these get lit.
None are, okay. All right. Okay.
Out of curiosity, are you changing the names of the buildings yet or anything?
We are changing the names of the buildings. So the plans right here show the new names for the buildings.
Because I know Dixon is the existing.
Dixon doesn't change.
Yeah, that's the only name I knew on that campus, so.
Is it? Yeah, Dixon isn't changing.
All right. Comments, questions? We're good?
We're good.
Yeah, and we can actually call those instructional signs under the code book, instructional signs, sign located within the interior of a lot, generally not visible from the street or adjoining properties, which provides information as to location, interior operations, and use of building or facilities, maximum of 30 square feet, height no higher than 6 feet, so
Okay.
you're good.
Okay?
Okay. All right. Any other comments or questions for the board?
None from me.
Okay. All right, great.
We're good.
Yeah, for DRB 2025-43, Villanova's Cabrini campus for 20 instructional signs in front of each building. I move for approval.
Do I second?
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, great. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. Next on tonight's agenda is DRB 2025-44, the application of Arkema at 155 King of Prussia Road for one illuminated wall sign. Hello there.
Hello, my name is Steve Panaka, representing Precision Graphics for Arkema.
Okay, nice to have you here, Steve.
We were debating on the name. It's Arkema.
Honestly, I don't know, but I say Arkema. You'd have to ask them.
So Steve, right in the microphone?
Yeah,
Or if
sorry.
you're more comfortable using a handheld?
This works, I guess.
Okay, thanks.
So this is the site overview. Looks a lot different now, of course, but this is the best Google had to offer. So right there at the main entrance is where this illuminated sign is proposed, which is on the next page here. There's an elevation photo down there below, what it currently looks like. Letters are 12 inches tall. They're all internally lit. Made out of metal. Actually, I have a sample with me. It's kind of exactly what it would look like. Different size, height, of course, and typeface, but metal can, acrylic face on the front, internally lit. It's all low voltage. That's kind of what it would look like, but
Nice clean look.
yeah, light up bright white.
Okay, meets the height regulations. 15 feet from grade, so we're good there. Pretty simple application. Any questions for Steve?
I have none.
You're good?
I have none.
Everybody's good?
I'm good.
Good. Greg, you want to take this one?
Okay. For the matter, DRB 2025-44, Arkema, located at 155 King of Prussia Road, Radnor, PA, for one set of dimensional illuminated letters installed at the entrance of the building.
Seconded.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, great.
Cool. Thank
Very
you
good.
all.
Thank you, Steve.
Appreciate it.
Okay. All right, next on tonight's agenda is DRB 2025-45, the application at Glenbrook at 864 County Line Road for landscaping and lighting.
Hi, everyone. Nick Romaldi with the Omni Group.
Hi, Nick. So this is, I think, your third visit back, and, yeah. It's going to look great when it's done. Yeah.
They're going to.
Appreciate all the work you put into it. Yeah.
Yes, we expect some nice plants here for the front. So this is a landscape and lighting. On the front, you have two sconces. That's type A, right over at the entryway. And then there are recessed downlights in the soffit coming across this face. And then in the front, it's all shade plants because the front only gets like morning sun for a few hours.
Jane, I know you're,
And then in the rear, we have path lighting, inset wall that's going to be flush on the ramp for path lighting. We also have a wall-mounted sconce, again, to sort of direct downwards onto the ramp. We also have another wall mount going on here to light the steps so that you can get up there with additional recessed lighting up in here. You could see, again, the recessed type B and then the type C for the wall going over on here. And then on the front or in the rear, we picked out ones that do well in the sun.
okay. Comments from the board? Questions, comments? Yeah, looks great. Yeah, looks good. Let Tim, go ahead, comment.
So as long as this all gets approved, we're going to ready to be pulling permits here later this month, and get started by in the summer.
Congrats.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think it's going to be a big improvement, a big compliment to the hospital too.
Nice, nice. Good. All right, any questions for the board? Dave, Nick, you guys are good?
No, that would be it for this portion, right?
Yeah, let's hope. Okay. Tim, like to make a motion for approval?
In the matter of DRB 2025-45, I move to approve the application of the lighting and landscaping plan.
I second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, great. Thanks very much.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Okay, take care. Okay, and last on our agenda tonight is DRB 2025-46, the application of Ballard at 132 East Lancaster Avenue in Wayne for exterior renovations and some wall design. Hello, sir.
Hello, my name is Carlos Villegas. I'm here representing Ballard Designs. Hopefully everybody had a great day.
Okay.
I'll just do a quick run through here. So we are located on 132 East Lancaster Avenue. And what we are proposing is a tenant improvement of the main elevation. There we go. Sorry. Trying to get some zoom in here. Okay. So hopefully,
Before we get started, just what is Ballard?
so Ballard Design is actually a retail furniture store offering, I want to say, a middle ground between like Wayfair and Crate and Barrel. It's
Okay.
So it offers really nice furniture at a pretty good price, but they honestly have really nice floor plans, really nice designs throughout. Have a good aesthetic to most of their stuff. So
They're currently in the area, correct?
they are. I believe they are already in the KOP mall.
King of Prussia Mall?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're relocating out of there, and they want
Okay.
this to be like their flagship store of the area.
Oh, nice.
But they're from the south, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I believe so. Yes.
And you're from, where did you come from?
I am from SoCal, Los Angeles.
You came all the way
So-
to our meeting from Los Angeles.
Yes, I've been in tropical climates before, but this is something I've never experienced before. 95 with rain. That's a new.
Well,
Sorry, I'm having.
Appreciate you being here tonight.
No, thank you for having me.
Furthest somebody's come to our meeting. Yeah.
So here we have photos of the existing main elevation. And so as I noted, we're just trying to do a tenant improvement of this existing main elevation. We're essentially proposing to just refinish this main elevation. So as you see right now, we have kind of like a stepped design. What we're proposing is just one clean band and using that existing masonry work that's already there. Sorry, the iPad's being very strange today.
So are you proposing that the band will be all one
One
Plain?
clean look,
one plane?
yes,
And that'll be infilled with like a stucco foam or something, or?
that's correct.
Okay.
And so what I'll do here is just jump to the main elevation.
And does the London fog coincide with their logo or anything, or is that just a random selection? Or?
So it's actually part of, they have I want to say a palette that's brand recognized.
Okay.
So at all of their existing stores, you will find the same kind of language. I don't want to speak too much on the signage because I know that the signage team is working on their own submittal.
I wasn't commenting on the signage.
Uh-huh.
The band you're proposing
Yeah.
will be London fog, the
Yeah.
entire band.
Yeah. So yeah, this palette coincides with their design language.
Why have you decided to make it just flat?
So like I said, their design language is very clean when it comes to their main storefronts. So a lot of the time they try to utilize a lot of the elements that are already on the existing building. So they loved the exposed brick, so we're keeping that. We're just painting that part of their palette. And they, for most of their stores, they have a clean band that goes across, so.
Most of their stores are in shopping centers, probably.
You'd be surprised, they have a decent amount of standalone buildings as well. And as part of this submittal, we are also proposing 2 exterior wall sconces to kind of just add to that look. Both are exterior grade, and I think that's about it.
And will you turn the corner with the band going down the side elevation?
We will not.
Well, you must, because it's like it's the older look. You would, if you look at your elevation on page A100,
Uh-huh.
the band returns down the side elevation. So are you saying you will leave it like that?
Let's see.
The finishing corner?
Right here, this one that I'm highlighting here. Well, you know what? Yeah, we would have to do that. Yeah,
Yeah, you would have to.
yeah.
Or eliminate it and expose the brick.
Now, would you guys be open to that?
Yes.
Okay, because I think, given that we had anticipated to have that clean edge, I believe that's the intent. So we're not going to actually wrap the corner there.
Okay
Yeah,
with that.
I think so. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be. Yeah, give them the option.
How about can we give them the option?
Sure.
Yeah. Because they may come back and say there's something behind it, may not work.
Mhm.
So we'll give you the option.
Awesome, thank you.
It wasn't me.
So will your new plane be the furthest plane of the existing? Or are you cutting it back, or?
We're cutting it back, so, well, the main plane, yes. As you can see in this photo here, we have some bump outs. So that main plane where you see those darker squares, I'll try to point it to it here, that's going to be our plane.
The furthest, or the?
Yeah, the furthest in.
The
Yeah,
end end.
yes,
Got it. Which would be more in plane with the storefront glass.
that's correct.
And then where the black is will come out, right? You'll tear that down, the black squares are?
That'll be covered with
Yeah.
the band.
That's going to be ripped out, yeah.
They're gonna rip that, not you gonna paint the brick there.
Yeah, well, there is overlap,
Right.
yeah, but
It won't, the band will not be that high.
that's correct.
First set,
That's correct.
and then that'll be brick above it, and then the roof line, correct? Shingles, whatever it's there. Okay. That actually would be more in line with the other stores.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've
Yeah.
established some clarity.
Right.
Do you know how thick that
Again,
band will be
you're-
at the end of the day?
Yes.
Like, will it be in the same plane as the neighboring brick? Tough to say, right?
I would say it's
Pretty
tough to say
close.
it's close, just because we didn't survey the neighboring building, but it is pretty darn close because, like one of your colleagues pointed it out, they already have that band that kind of goes down the line.
And I would think it would have to coincide
Yeah.
with any setback.
I'm sure, yeah.
Will that also help them keep it in code for the size of the lettering? When that comes along?
Mm-hmm.
Probably would.
Yeah. Yeah,
I see it coming back to us.
right. You probably won't come back for the signage, it'll be somebody else?
It'll be another team, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Is there a color chip? Is there?
I don't
What
believe
is,
so.
what is ET1 exterior tile? That's just a black glossy tile? or-
It's a black existing tile.
Oh, it's existing?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I was at the tile on the base.
Shows how observant I am. Been walking by it for 30 years.
Yeah.
I'm lost completely. This is not the color they're using.
No.
This is just a block, okay. What's the
I
color?
think you're doing some work in the back of the building also?
Yes.
Could you tell us what you're doing back there?
Demoing the roof, I think.
Yeah, so the back of the work is actually pretty straightforward. All we're doing really is we're repaving an existing, I want to say parking area that's already there. And there are a few dilapidated windows slash, they're kind of like vents for old equipment, but there's no equipment behind them anymore.
Okay.
So all we're doing is covering that up with a clean, I believe it's a metal panel that's coincides with the same color of the existing, it's kind of like a rock type of texture.
Okay.
And they're relatively small. I want to say the windows are maybe like 12 by 16. And aside from that, they're going to just put up signage for Ballard parking
Okay.
for employees. But aside from that, that'll be it.
Okay. Is that parking lot going to be for customers and employees both, or?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. I'm just trying to think. I don't think I've ever been back there.
There is a rear door, but
Yeah.
I know the ceiling heights in the basement are like very low, so
Okay.
I don't know how they would access.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Maybe they're building an elevator, I don't know.
Yeah. What's the exterior of the back wall of that building?
I'm sorry, can you repeat
Brick?
that?
Brick?
Yeah. I mean, currently, it seems like all of those businesses have just open parking along that road, so we're just keeping it open as well. We're just repaving it because
Yeah.
the asphalt's pretty beat up back there.
Okay. All right.
Are you the architect?
No, I'm representing the architect.
Okay. You represent the architect? Would you say that the neighboring business, California Closets, is a close representation of London Fog? Your picture, it's in your packet.
Yeah, because we don't have a color chip, right?
It's hard to envision what it's going to look like without the color chip.
I don't see any color chip.
Or do you think it's
So,
darker?
looking at the photo, it's extremely creamy. So no, it won't be that.
It'll be darker.
Yes,
Okay.
But you don't have, the color isn't on these plans, right?
it is. I put the color swatch on sheet.
Oh, I didn't get,
Yeah.
where's
Just
this
didn't
sheet?
print
I
it
didn't get, never mind, I didn't get that sheet.
Okay.
It's on the rendered elevation.
I think it's going to be this nice, clean, simple look. That's kind of what you guys are going
Mhm.
after, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Disagreeing with that.
Yeah.
Trying to
Yeah, no,
envision it.
no, I think it'll look good. Certainly going to look better than what's there now, so.
What's the line running horizontal directly above the storefront? See two black lines?
If I can zoom in here.
Keep going.
Yeah, so I think what we're trying to do there is just represent that single bump out from the storefront because there already is, the storefront's inset a little bit. So I think that's trying to make that representation because that's an existing condition, I believe.
You guys provided a elevation of the cut, of the building.
Uh-huh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, like a section cut going.
Section, like up the front?
Yeah, yeah.
It would just have been helpful, but it's fine.
Mhm.
I'm
This
sure
one-
that'll come with the building permit.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
This one
like-
is the largest store on that block.
I'm sorry, what's that?
It's the largest store on that
Oh, yeah,
block.
certainly is.
It's going to be definitely different. It's going to be noticeable.
It's going to be clean, crisp.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Lot Block's going to get a big change. I mean, between the constructions going on now and this building and,
Apartment building.
yeah.
And what's going to happen to the phone company? I know.
Well,
We're
any
all
other,
wondering. We've been wondering for a
Any
long time.
questions for the board, comments for the board? You've come a long way, man. You might as well get your money's worth here.
I
so.
know.
Yeah.
No, I think that's about it. I guess once you receive approval for this proposed work, this just ties in with our main building permit that we already have for all of the exterior work.
We'll handle that. in
Okay.
office, So, yeah.
Perfect.
I think it just gives you the authority to then apply for your building permit.
Gotcha. Okay.
Right, Justin?
They have the building permit already, but they want to do the exterior work, but they have to wait for this to be approved.
This will validate the application.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
All right.
All right.
What's the proposed opening, do you know?
Before Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Yeah. We got a good jump. Yeah. So you guys helped out a ton, or the building department helped out a ton. So we're projecting to meet that date,
Good,
which is great.
good.
Yeah, thank you.
All right. Any other questions from the board?
One more question. New storefront?
No, existing.
Okay.
We're just
Will it be
refurbi-
painted?
We're just refurbishing.
Because it looks like it's black in your rendering.
Yeah, I think here we call it out with the paint code for PT1, I believe.
Oh, you do, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. PF? Oh, yeah, yeah.
PF1.
Deep caviar. There we go.
Mhm.
Thank you.
course.
And then the light cuts we have?
Who knows what I did?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe they're in the packet.
Okay.
Yeah.
We like them?
So I think this is about the fifth or sixth different store that's been in that location.
Tell them the history.
Wow. Jane and I are kind of,
I was about to say, don't scare them.
actually,
Delaware
Woolworths.
Market,
Definitely
It
a
was a-
Woolworths.
but before that it was Delaware Market, right?
No, Delaware Market was in
It's
the middle
down.
of the block.
Okay, right,
Yeah.
so it was
Yeah,
Woolworths,
Woolworths.
was our 5 and 10.
Yeah, which was a 5 and 10. There was a pet store. I'm
A
trying to
pet
think.
store came where my sister got the hamsters.
I'm trying to, the Gap.
A
Then the
dollar
Gap.
store or no? That was.
No,
that
Dollar
was
store was
further down.
down a
No,
little
it
bit.
was
I'm trying to
The
think.
5 and 10 was there a long,
Yeah,
long
5 and 10
time.
was what we grew up with.
Used to get milkshakes in the
We
basement.
grew up.
Yeah.
Because there were toys were all in the cellar.
Mm.
So
They
this'll,
stacked
this
right
will-
Hopefully the
this'll be
hamsters
nice.
aren't there anymore.
Yeah. All right, Colin, might as well
Sure.
wrap it up here.
The matter of DRB 2025-46 Ballard Design, application to renovate exterior, remove existing signage. Motion to approve.
With the additional caveat that they can change the sidewall to remove the existing and expose the brick, or keep it with the same consistency of the front banner
On the side.
on the side.
Okay,
Thank you.
super. All right, do we hear a second on that? Greg will second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, great. Thank you very much. Have a
Thank
good,
you.
safe back to California.
Have a great night, guys.
Safe trip.
Safe trip. Okay, any other business for our board tonight?
Yes, sir.
Okay, everybody's good for next month, vacations or anything like that?
I'm assuming the report of this gets sent out.
You got to check with those folks. Where in LA do you live?
You can watch this on our